Hello and welcome from JDL Pinball. I'm Jim Lindsay, and in this video I'm going to bring you action from the finals in the second tournament of the Bulls and Bulls Family Weekend number 2. So if you saw the first video, that was the warm-up final. This one is a PINGOLF final. There are 2 more videos to come in this series, a group match play and a 5-strike knockout. So if you want to be assured of getting informed of those, then subscribe, hit the bell, and you'll get notified anytime JDL Pinball posts a new video. So PINGOLF. PINGOLF can be played in one of 2 formats. It can be a score-based system, or alternatively it can be objective-based. In Fulda, in the past, we've always done score-based PINGOLF. This is the first time we've actually tried the objective-based, and the objective can be as simple as starting a multi-ball or progressing to a particular mode. So, we played basically a 12-hole PINGOLF circuit, so 12 machines with 12 objectives, 32 players, and 4 players progressed from that qualification through to the final. Those players were Franck Bona, French number 1 player, Paul Englert, Germany number 2, Mario Kertels, also a well-respected player in Germany, and Ramon Richard from Switzerland. So a nice international group. The explanation of the objectives is handled within the video itself, so please enjoy this first PINGOLF objective-based tournament game on JackBot. And we're going to start the finals off very soon on JackBot, and the objective in JackBot is to get to casino run. So the normal strategy of playing multi-balls completely irrelevant in this PINGOLF format. So the players will be playing for the saucer here in order to advance the game saucer towards this red target here, which is casino run. Each time they hit that, they have a choice to either risk or continue. So they can either take the prize offered to them, or they can risk and continue as in gamble. And if they do that, they have to shoot under this ramp in order to collect the prize and also relight the saucer. If for any reason they don't manage to relight the saucer, then they will have to shoot the ramp again here in order to re-enable it. Okay, so Dina's just changing the player order, so obviously young Paul is starting. So here we go. Okay, so nice ball save on JackBot. You need to hit a number of switch hits in order to qualify the playfield. Oh, and Paul will be disappointed with that drain. Okay, so this is Ramon Richard, and this is actually very important. You need to get through that gate without hitting the pop bumpers here, and that gives you basically the ability to lose the ball and keep the ball safe without validating the playfield. Okay, an unfortunate drain. Okay, back in a second. Hi, NH Polar Bear. Thank you for that. Yes, we now have some audio. It does help when you switch the microphone on. So, anybody who's just joined, we are playing the finals of a PINGOLF tournament. The PINGOLF is objective-based, and the first game of this final is on this machine, on JackBot, and the objective is to complete Casino Run, which is basically just start Casino Run and then collect the award. So this is Franck Bona from France. Nice bit of patience, but that's gone. Okay, so nobody achieves Casino Run on ball 1. We move now towards ball 2. Okay, so should have microphone sound now. Yes, it does help when you switch it on. Okay, so here we go, ball 2, Paul Englert, Germany number 2 player, awesome player, and knows the rules of these machines extremely well. So unfortunately didn't manage to not qualify the playfield, so he's already in danger here, but immediately shoots the saucer for the dice game award. So definitely risk, because otherwise you have to relight the saucer. Unlucky. Okay, but the saucer will be relit. It's relit at the beginning of each ball, so he still has ball 3 available. They're playing PINGOLF format, so they obviously need to complete this objective in as fewer balls as possible. Hole in one being the ideal. Nobody has achieved that yet on this game. So you see there, the advantage of not qualifying the playfield is that if the ball doesn't fall nicely, you can just let it go. So okay, and he's still in at the moment, a non-qualified position. Okay. Okay, saucer award number 1, Kino. The cheat, of course, that there is on JackBot of pressing the extra ball button makes, again, no difference in this format. That was a great backhand to collect the award and relight the saucer. So, 1 award complete. Mario, definitely favourite in this game at present. So he just needs to shoot Casino Run here to start the mode, and that will give him a hole in 2. So again, very important not to hit the bumpers, to get the ball to the flipper without qualifying the playfield, which he doesn't manage to do. So you can see the ball save light is shooting there. He will get that back, but only just. Okay, 1 shot. And this is where sort of panic starts to set in. You know that you should achieve this on, you should have achieved it on ball 1, and then you sort of think, oh my god, am I not going to get this on ball 2? A lot of psychology to pinball, a lot of psychology to any sport, of course. But that shot becomes so much more difficult when it's valuable. So settle down, post pass, and oh, just missed, feed over. So needs a little bit more patience on that shot, but he's keeping control, he's okay. Right, aim. Oops, so now he's under pressure because he's thinking, okay, if I don't achieve this on the last ball, then I take a 5. So Franck, so Franck's accuracy failing him a little here. There we go. Okay, so this is the second award, the dice game. So throw a dice, see what score you get, win some points, shoot under the ramp to collect twice that number of points, and also relight the game saucer. Okay, so does that. We'll now be aiming back for the saucer to start the next mode. There we go, this is number 3, Kino. So gamble, backhand is often possible. That's a nice, clever way of getting that shot, is to roll the ball back down back up the flipper, and then backhand. But he's in position now. One more shot for the saucer to complete the last of the 5 modes. Oh. Okay, so that's a bit unfortunate because I think the last one he has is collect bonus, and collect bonus is the only mode where you cannot double the value. Let's see. Okay, so Paul in a bit of a difficult position at the minute. He needs to make a lot of progress. Nice backhand into the saucer. Oh, straight out with no chance whatsoever. So Paul takes a 5. What I'm not sure of is they're probably bringing the scores from the first round through with them. So we'll see what happens. So, Ramon, shoot under the ramp. Backhand, okay. Just a little bit too late there for the backhand. Nice bit of flipper skill demonstration there. He was doing this in the final yesterday, and a very, very skillful, capable player with very delicate little flip passes. And that was a very, very nice catch. Okay. He didn't quite get far enough up that ramp to qualify, but this one... Okay, he's only got 1 second left. Okay, so let's lock a ball for multi-ball, shall we? Hi WV Pinball, good to see you on here. Ramon back in the position, of course, where the playfield is not validated yet, so therefore he can let the ball drain. He's lost that now with the bouncing on the bumpers. So he needs to shoot the left ramp in order to relight the saucer. And we know from watching Mario play this is not a particularly easy shot, because you need to get the power into the flipper to get it round the ramp. Okay, and unfortunately drains. So 5 for Ramon as well. Do the players take points with them from the earlier round, or do they start from 0? Okay, thanks. Okay, so casino run started, and literally all he needs to do now is take the first award. As in, don't risk, just collect. So that should be a certain 3 for Mario. So let's see if Franck can also get a 3. He's not very far off, remember, he's just one of the Game Saucer awards to collect. What hole is this? This is the final game, NH. So we've played a 12-hole PINGOLF tournament, and we are now in the finals. So this, if you like, is hole 13. We are playing 3 games in the final: JackBot, Jurassic Park, and Leathal Weapon 3. Okay, so 1 shot to complete, and okay, so Franck also going towards multi-ball. Nice control. Nail it, come on. Yep, there we go. So that's casino run. So okay, so we get a 3 for Franck as well. Nicely played. Well done. Okay, so hope you enjoyed that game. The objective base, I think, really works well. So casino run was achieved, of course, by Franck and Mario on ball 3, so they both take a hole in 3, as in 3 points. Paul and Ramon didn't manage the objective, so they take a 5, i.e. a double bogey. So that's the end of that first game. So from there we progress onto the second game, which is Jurassic Park, and again the objective is well explained in the video you're about to see. Enjoy. So the challenge, say, during qualification was to catch T-Rex, and T-Rex is basically this big paddock here in the middle, so you had to complete the third paddock, but you also had to get the direction of the truck correct to get you onto this centre line. That proved to be a little bit too difficult, so we've reduced that to basically collect to collect 2 dinosaurs. So 2 dinosaurs should be relatively easy. I would expect these players to get this in, if not 1 in 2 balls, because it really is not that difficult task, so we'll see. So here we go, Paul Englert playing first. I guess the order will stay the same, but we will see as the players progress. So Paul immediately starts the first paddock. He needs to hit a rescue shot, which he does, and then set the trap for the dinosaur, which he did on one of the yellow targets, and then catch the dinosaur, which is the yellow strobing shot. Okay, so post transfer and play the ramp. The dinosaur is now here or here. I would actually wait for it, because there's no time at all, no time penalty at all on this. And he's fighting at the moment. He's fighting really unnecessarily. He's got the centre shot here, which is the easiest shot on the table. So okay, so that's the first dinosaur caught. He now needs to relight map, which he does extremely quickly. Relight map with the wide targets. He now has started T-Rex multi-ball, which is fine because that will help him to collect these rescue targets. Okay, so 1 more rescue target. That should have enabled. Is on missile mode. Okay. So the trap targets are here. On the second paddock, you need to hit both of the targets. So that was 1. Okay, and unfortunately drains. So he's probably 2 or 3 shots away from catching the second dinosaur, and that's why I said this is now a much easier challenge than the catching T-Rex that was done during qualification. So no, the goal isn't the visitor centre. The goal in when you play this sort of format, you actually want to make it so that the objectives are achievable in a good 3-ball game. So arriving at the visitor centre isn't something that people will generally do in tournament play. So that would be too difficult a goal to achieve for a simple tournament. Maybe okay for a World Championship. So again, Mario now needs to set the traps. And the 2 targets here are not the easiest thing on the playfield to hit, but he manages that. He now needs to get the strobing yellow shot in order to catch the dinosaur itself. So wait, that's very sensible. Okay, don't wait. Had he just held the ball on the flipper there, the dinosaur moves to this shot next. And that is sort of fairly easy to hit. He could also hit the action button now, which would freeze it in that position. So the goal is actually just to catch 2 dinosaurs. So any 2 dinosaurs. So So sorry for not making that clear. We'll improve one day, perhaps. Okay, so he starts T-Rex multi-ball here, but he still needs the trap target, I believe. Oh, there you go. So that's the dinosaur caught. But he now cannot progress towards the next paddock until he finishes this multi-ball. Okay, I think the real secret of playing PINGOLF is to think about the game in the way of the objective that you need as opposed to what you would normally play. There are some shots that you automatically play on pinball machines for big scores, and clearly if they're not part of the objective, then they are just become a risky shot. And fully agree, what he should have done was timed it out, and that's what I mean. The thinking about how you're playing the game. You cannot advance the paddock during T-Rex multi-ball, so why risk playing it? Okay, so Ramon needs to get the rescue, which he does. Now needs to set the traps, which he does. And very professionally, he just completes the dinosaur and a great trap on the ball as well. So. Okay, unfortunate drain, but that's first dinosaur caught. 2 Achtungs. Achtungs are always nice to get. There is, of course, no danger in tilting in PINGOLF, because if the ball's going down, it's not going to help you to get any bonus, unless bonus is part of the objective. So we've had good fun doing this tournament this morning, and I think it's a format that we are going to be keeping. It is maybe a little bit more complicated. We need some experience about how difficult the objectives can be in order to make them fair, enjoyable, and attract TGP when we get back to IFPA endorsed tournaments. So the actual sensible thing here is to catch the ball, okay, and play the ramp. I mean, catch the ball and let the dinosaur get into a really easy position. So Franck now on moving towards second paddock. That's map is now lit. He needs to shoot the left ramp to start the rescue mode. So this is rescue mode 2. He will need to shoot 2 rescue targets. That's 1. And the second one at the moment is in a really difficult position, so this is a really difficult shot. The second one is up the C, which is also a difficult shot. But he'll need to hit one of those in order to progress the rescue. So you can see Franck knows exactly what he's doing here. He knows what he's shooting for. Okay, and that's the C. He also starts a control room mission. Yes, like IFPA Pin Masters. Yeah, it's just, I think it's just nice. I went round in a 2-player group with Guido Christiansen this morning, and I know a lot about machines and what to play and how to get to different stages. So Christian really found that quite rewarding in terms of gaining more knowledge of games going round. And I learnt a few things as well that I didn't know before. I'll be expounding those during other streams of those games when we get to them. So this is Paul Englert. Paul is already on second paddock, that's here. So he needs to first of all bring the dinosaur out by shooting this helicopter shot. And that's the problem with not catching a dinosaur, is that it becomes a lot more difficult then to get through this stage. So that's the only shot he can play at the moment. There we go. So that's the dinosaur out, and that's now caught. So that's the end. So Paul gets a 2. So well played, Paul. Okay, so here we go with Mario. Mario is also in that same position where he needs to catch the second dinosaur. Ramp. And he's getting close to another T-Rex mode, which is not going to help him at all. Oh dear, unfortunate drain. So no 2 for Mario. And yes, I know I have the players the wrong way around, don't worry about it, it's fine. Ah, okay. Very nice catch again. He's actually a very nice player to watch. So left ramp, start the rescue mode. Two rescues, so you can see the flashing orange shots on the playfield. So we should now get the ramp here. A fairly violent push, and unfortunately the machine wasn't going to let him get away with that, so we couldn't move the machine again. So that okay, still ball 3 to go. Okay, so Franck completes the 2 dinosaurs. It wasn't a 1, was it, Frank?
Yeah.
Can you just double check at the end of this what the scores are, because I've lost track. very difficult on the new Stern machines to actually tell you what ball they're playing because the display is not really that streaming friendly. Thank you very much for following. Anybody that follows the stream, thank you very much. It's what makes the difference to our ratings with Twitch and also YouTube. So post-transfer, play the ramp. So unfortunate drain. Okay, so that will be Mario taking a 5. And we'll correct these scores at the end of the game, as I am beginning to lose track slightly of where we are. And of course, it's the lowest score that we are looking for the winner, not the highest score as normal. So this is PINGOLF, and therefore you need to complete the holes in as low a number as possible. So hole in 1 ideal. So this is T-Rex multi-ball, again not going to help at all, so he really just needs to time this out. Sorry, no, he can shoot the rescue shots, so yes, he can get some value from this by completing this rescue. I think he also has a dinosaur up here, does he? Okay, that was sensible. Now back in control, so he needs now to release the dinosaur, so he needs to shoot the helicopter shot.
An employee is in danger. Rescue him quickly.
Okay, excellent.
Extra ball is nicked.
Okay, and shoot this shot again, and that will catch the dinosaur, I think. Okay, so well done. Okay, so end of game 2, and lots of dinosaurs caught. We can report that by the end of that game, Franck took a 2, a hole in 2, so therefore is now on 5 points. Paul Englert, he took a 2 as well. Okay, so he moves to 7, and Mario and Ramon are now on 8 points. So the third and final game, Leathal Weapon 3. Great game, great music, lovely, lovely flowing machine. Enjoy the play on this, and again, the objective is described in the video. The objective on Leathal Weapon 3 is to score a double jackpot. Ah, yeah, some good comments there. Yeah, we're ready. Okay, Lethal Weapon 3, absolutely great game. You don't see it on stream that often. The objective, I say, is double jackpot during multi-ball. Basically, multi-ball, you have to knock down the top drop targets here. You can either knock those down twice, or you can knock down a combination of the drop targets on this side as well for the first multi-ball. So that's what you'll see them doing first. Okay, we're getting a bit of stutter again on the playfield here. Don't quite know what's happening here. Franck has now enabled the multi-ball, and to start the multi-ball you shoot up here into number 2. Okay, now to get double jackpot you have to shoot a ball into number 1, and then that enables the double jackpot for, I think it's 15 seconds. So, and that's it, double jackpot finished. Awesome. Okay, so that is Franck in an unassailable position in first place. Well done, Franck. So he takes the hole in 1, which is great. Okay, so this is actually another one that I achieved in a hole in 1 in my qualifications, and it's one that I would expect these players to be able to get relatively easily, because the multi-ball on this machine is quite easy to control, and that's literally what it's all about. Start the multi-ball by knocking down the drop targets, and then get a bit of control, hold the ball on the flippers, accurately shoot the number 1, and then shoot the ramp. Okay, so Paul doing the hard bit at the beginning, which is basically shoot those drop targets without the ball draining. Okay, so multi-ball now ready. Oh, but then drains. So okay, that gives Ramon Richard and Mario Kertels a chance to catch Paul Englert here. If they can score a hole in 1 on this hole, they will draw level. So there are so many other nice features on this game. In a way, it's a shame to just do multi-ball, but we had to choose Toby had to choose a challenge, and this has been a really entertaining one. I think people have had great fun playing this today. Okay, so Mario drained straight down the middle. Don't think there was anything at all he could do about that. The tilt is too tight to try and move the ball any distance on there. So Ramon just draining Franck's ball. Franck obviously doesn't need to play anymore. So here we go with player 2. Oh dear. And there's no ball save. Well, there's like a half a second. If the ball goes literally straight down, you might just get the ball save, but that's all. So Paul starts the multi-ball. You'll see him now just as quickly as possible get the balls under control from the ball release. Plays the number 1. There's actually no time penalty for this, so you can take as much time as you like doing it. And I think that's another thing during this sort of format of game is you tend to play as if it's sort of important to do it quickly, and of course it isn't. It's got another 10 seconds in order to qualify that. don't think he'll do it backhand. He's okay. So now he has to go multi-ball restart, which he gets. So we have another timer there. So the multi-ball is running again. And he needs to do it again, so put one ball into the number one to enable the double jackpot. But so my advice to any player playing this sort of format is take your time. It's not a race. You don't need to do it quickly. Okay, so hold the ball and don't shoot for the ramp until you're happy you're going to hit it. So. There we go, that's a 2 for Paul, so well done with that. And let's see if Mario can also get... So having a bit of difficulty finding the multi-ball start. The indicator light on the kickback is not working on this machine. That's why you saw Mario walking away, almost walking away from the machine. So it's a surprise when the kickback fires. Okay, multi-ball running. Plays the number one, hold the balls, perfect, and now play the ramp. There we go, so double jackpot achieved. So that I think was a 2 for Mario. So Ramon immediately gets multi-ball start. He needs to... It actually doesn't matter, does it? He's going to take a 3 and therefore will have 11 points. So do we have any tie breaks? No, doesn't look like it. Dina will tell me very soon, I am sure. Okay, expertly done. Oh no, I didn't get it. Sorry, I thought that was... I thought he'd actually scored the ramp there. So you see there he timed out, because you have to shoot the ramp within, again, I think it's 15 seconds of locking the ball into the number one position. Okay, so looking now for multi-ball restart back in number 2. Sorry for the balls jumping, by the way. I shall be looking at that before we start our next competition. Okay, so starts a mission. So very tempting to pull the trigger to get the extra 1 million points when the eyes are flashing. So in order to enable a second multi-ball, you have to knock the targets down all this drop bank and also the drop bank of targets here. You can't just do it by knocking any one of them down twice. Okay, so we go into a fist fight. He seems to be playing this game in a conventional way at the moment. So we'll see if he actually knows to... I got multi-ball ready there, so unfortunate. So that becomes a 5. So that was awesome. I do love that machine. At the end of the tournament then, we finish up with the final scores, with Franck Bona from France, first place. Second place goes to Paul Englert, third place to Mario Kertels, and fourth place to Ramon Richard. Well done to the finalists, well done to all of the competitors, and thank you to everybody for tuning in and watching this. We'll see you for the third video in this series, which is going to be the group match play final. Don't forget, subscribe, hit the bell. You'll get notified when that video goes live. So thank you very much again, and we'll see you next time. Goodbye.